while I have been on quarantine, I've been, well, let's be honest, I've been watching a lot of Netflix. I've been binge watching through shows. In particular, I've been rewatching Breaking Bad, which I don't necessarily suggest everyone go out and watch right away. It's a terrific show, but it is phenomenally dark, right? It follows the story of this high school chemistry teacher, way overqualified high school chemistry teacher, who is diagnosed with lung cancer and comes to the realization that he's going to die and he's going to leave his family with nothing. So he convinces himself that it's a good idea to start cooking crystal meth so that he can sell it and make money to leave behind for his family. It's a show whose overarching theme is essentially about how human desperation leads us to make terrible decisions. Does that sound familiar? If you're sitting on 9 packs of 24 rolls of toilet paper right now, I'm not personally judging you. I'm just saying maybe you can relate. Desperation takes advantage of this gift God has given us in freedom, to use that freedom in desperate ways that aren't necessarily the best for the community that God calls us to build upon compassion and love. If you're anything like me, there have probably been moments of doubt, moments of desperation, moments of panic as you've been responding to all of the different stories coming up in the news about what's going on with the spread of this virus and what will be available, what won't be available, what's going to stay open, what's going to shut down. It's frightening. And there's probably room in our responses and in the time that we take this morning in worship to sit and think about whether we are responding to fear or responding to grace. And our call to confession boils down to essentially that. Taking the time to think about what we are responding to and the choices that we make and the decisions that we make and the way that we go about living our lives. Are we responding out of desperation and fear? Or are we responding to grace with compassion and love? So I invite you just to take a moment to sit in honesty with your feelings and to try and focus on what God is calling you to do in this time of doubt and uncertainty, to live into that new life we are given in grace, which we are asked to then find strength in to live towards and for others. And we can live towards and for others while still, maintaining proper social distancing protocol. So I encourage us just to take a moment in our prayers of confession today to be honest with ourselves and honest with our feelings, and to trust that God's not going to attack us for that honesty, but to help us grow from that place of honesty that we discover within ourselves. So take a moment before you move on to the next video and just sit and hold the weight of all that's going on and think honestly about how that is impacting you. and invite God into the midst of those feelings, whatever they are. Bless you in your prayers.